Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a long time since last time. What I'm gonna go through today is nothing else but just a little bit of a miracles. I'm just joking. We are 1st of March, 2023. Good, good planning. I have told you individually that you guys need to plan for March. March is here. Cheers, a cup of coffee, and I don't know. Let's do some planning things. Dollar is there as the leading falling indicator of today. What is going on? Why is it falling? Why? I don't even why, but is that your setup? Is that your direction? And that would be great if you want to do that. But good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Baguio. What is it? Good morning, but there we go. Good evening, good morning. Sorry, Kevin. Hello, Caden. So, what I want us to do today is nothing short of boring. We're gonna go through the markets. You're gonna tell me which pair to look forward, and we're gonna make it as fast, quick, and as painful as possible. Currently, I've been saying for some time at least that dollar is bullish. Well, dollar has been bullish for February. We're coming into March now, and I saw this morning disturbing news. No, it is not a rocket that is going to destroy the entire world, but China got their manufacturing PMI above 50 point. What does it mean? It means quite a lot of things. It means that we're gonna go risk on today. We have seen plenty of reasons of things going through the roof, and you know what? I don't like it. Other than that, let's go. Let's do some digging here. What is the most important thing? Is it short-term volatility? Is it long-term volatility? What is happening on Friday, by the way, people? Does anyone tell me what is happening on Friday? Is there anything there that is that's making us concerned? That is going to change where we go for our entries today? Is there anything there? Is there anything in the air? What do I think about dollar and CAD? Swizzy, I will sure get around to it. Don't worry, as long as you stick around for it. But yeah, is there anything on Friday we should be aware about? Hello, Kaden. And Eugene says, Habriako, brother, Muzutizana, Habriako. No, it was one other thing I was supposed to say, but I can't remember right now. Anywho, USD Swizzy has gone higher. Sorry, wrong pivot. Has gone higher. Okay, ever since last time. Okay, fair enough. Whatever you talk about, Ivan. Okay, what else? USD yen has gone higher. Okay, whatever you talk about, Ivan. Okay, dollar has gone higher. Euro has gone lower. Pound has gone range. What are the dollar forces going to be? There is a little bird that tells me that when we are coming to Friday, that is not Forex Live, is it? I need to find okay, fine, fair enough. You can look into Helgen style another day. I've been financial juice economic calendar. Cool. On a Friday, there is a couple of things that need to be discussed. On Friday, there is NFP. On Friday, there is PMIs. Sorry, services, new orders, that kind of category there. That is super duper important. What do you mean, Ivan? Why is it important? because it is yet another US indicator that is going to tell us that we are too hot or too low. But okay. I want to make a little bit of a poll today. Okay, cool. Do you want to see? Let's go there. You want to see what type of content? What type of lie do you want? Cool. So there is Q&A. There is live trading. There is another one. No, cool. And there is live analysis. And then there is education slash tutorial slash educational. Cool. There you go. What's up, Nate? What's going on? Happy to have you here. Good evening, Kevin. That's a bit late, but I can do with 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m., 4:27 right now. I will do that. Ivan, do you think dollar has already priced in? No. For the very evident reason of CME, where FedWatch tool is, I looked at it earlier today, by the way, so I'm just going to find it for you to prove it, that 50 basis point has not been priced in for March, which is in 22 days or 21 days, so no matter how you calculate it. Math is not mathing today. So 50 basis point is not priced in yet. So, and we also priced in a rate cut in like March 24, which was supposed to be September 23. So we've kind of extended that one. So there was still the uncertainty about this one. This one is the la piece de resistance, where we're going up or down. I don't know, but something. Cool. 9:30. Kevin, so are you like in Sydney or something? I'm in Sydney. I'm just gonna go for Sydney. Like that's far. That's not too far. That's too far. Okay. So that is Malaysia. Malaysia. Yeah, I found you. Cool. Sorry then. Yeah, correct. So there's still a lot of dollar strength that could be priced into the market that is yet to be priced in. And if ISM services comes in higher than expected, then you will see that happening. So there will be more volatility on ISM services and isn't there an NFP I can find out something? I need to double check that so I can have everything correctly. There is no NFP on Friday. When is NFP then? Are you mad? I mean, I thought it was NFP on Friday. Why have I said that the whole day? Why did somebody tell me that? I mean, you don't do your own research. No, you don't. You believe that everyone else around you is a bunch of experts that knows what they're doing. NFP is on 10th of March. Uh-oh. Okay. Singapore. Yeah. Fine. Now you have on record, I want to travel this year. Iron Man binge. Not going to bed. I want to travel this year. If anyone wants me like in America or in Singapore or in Dubai for that matter, or UK for that matter, I want to travel this year. So that is my, I don't know if anyone wants one-to-one, not one-to-one, but like physically meeting me and physically having a fantastic weekend where you just learn a bunch of things as fast as you ever possibly can. You could ask any questions. And I bring my laptop and we just kind of had a fantastic fun time. Sure. Place. I want to go to one place. And then what happens then? You need to be invited somewhere. I can probably show up in Shanxi airport, but I don't know who's going to pick me up. The limousine. Okay, where are we going? Kind of a thing. Yeah. German high ICP every year 9.3, forecast 9.9. Sorry, 9% was forecasted. 9.3 was actual, so CPI is too high in Europe. That's why Europe is going. That's why euro dollar is going higher today. And dollar's going weak. Why is dollar weak today? You might ask. Well, I can give you a free version there. We have hit target weekly last week pretty hard, and then we're just pricing in for. We're just coming up to one. Hey, I forgot to sell it. What do you mean, mate? There is a new month now. So did it hit before me? Okay, it didn't. Okay, we need to put that on then. 107, 16, 13, give or take. Stop loss. Yeah. 100, give or take. And then sell Sunja Pivot M3. So we shall see how that one goes out. So I will just have to do it after, or stream after stream. So that's kind of the thing, though. Fine, fair enough. What is going on in the markets right now? As far as I see, that markets trying to figure out what does it lead to Fed. When PCE comes in higher than expected, GDP comes in higher than expected, CPI comes in high, not lower than expected, or kind of in that expectation area, but not low enough. Where you have other indicators that I can think of right now. Yeah, labor market is very strong. Where do we end up? So frankly, it's a bit of a struggle to kind of, how aggressive is dollar going to be? Is it going to be weak? Is it going to be strong bullishness? Is it going to be weak bullishness? And I saw that, I think it was ING said yesterday that, well, we can see euro coming up to 110, but it might not be sustainable. That's a bit high. ING stop coming with such a bad analysis, but fair enough. So 107, 108 is kind of my current sells. But I am also thinking of another thing. Is this seasonality? I use the Edgefinder for that, and I use Season X for that. And when I go to Season X, and I don't sign up, I already have just my passport if you want to enjoy that one. If you go to your USD for March, sorry, there is this third. One is third. Can somebody tell me when third is? 3rd of March is which day? Friday. Should be the peak. And March is pretty good. Very good. Yeah. And compare it to 2023, yeah. And we are now coming up to this high now. So if you go a bit higher, I would, that would be lovely. But I feel like, was it last year? It was around this time. That was probably war as well going into that equation. Where it was 24th, where we fell pretty hard. Then 2021, we have this little peak thing going on around now this time of year. So I feel like we are in for a peak potentially. So I'm not going to let that go away. Are you at the moment dollar bullish? Yes. It can change anytime. As far as I can say, change my t-shirt. But yeah, no, it's currently bullish right now. Unfortunately, that's just where things is data driven. But yeah. What else are we supposed to talk about, Evan? Forex sentiment is quite funny. Can somebody like hit them hard sometimes? Daily FX, which track euro dollar traders, Well, it's not important, but it is, pretty flat out break even on daily FX, but on my FX book, they are more like, sell euro. But the euro is done falling. Okay, it's supposed to pull back. And I don't know who sold it down there, but I somebody asked in a one trading group like, "Hey man, what is happening? Can we sell here?" And I'm like, "No, don't, you know, don't." I'll smack you. So Aussie, is Aussie a better candidate to sell? Is this a better trade? Um, with the China now rebouncing, is this a great trade? There is two things that we need to reconsider about Australia, as far as I can see. Number one, there was a data release this morning, and that data release was worse than expected, as far as I remember. That is one thing. So the economy in Australia isn't as super great. So there is GDP Q for GDP quarter of quarter Q4 is less than expected. You also had a bit of retail sales better expected on Tuesday. Was there anything else then? Oh, I agree with New Zealand. Okay, fine. Because I was remembering this retail sales Q over Q was negative 0.6. Okay, fine. Today. So what does this lead to? And the monthly consumer price year over year was 7.4 and consensus was 8. So does that lead to bullishness or bearishness? Right? And the other question is, how does this China thing affect it? And I think it's going to be a difficult side to pick. But if you think dollar bullishness, you think also bearishness. But this can definitely send things higher than you would ever want it to go. Okay. Cool. Has anyone learned anything today? That is kind of my question today. I would like to say, some like if there has been anything that has been great that I have mentioned to you guys, just as to call the room. So and I would argue, I can argue a long time, that 6850 is a great level to sell. Just in case. Something. Oh, sorry. Something like that. Or something like that. Euro. Yeah, as I said. 107, 108. Pound. No. New Zealand. New Zealand is very strong today. Does that make us? Does that make you worried that we are coming up so fast? But we're still just center pivot M3 anyways, and you'd want it to come back up as well. So yeah. Now, my brother with Caden asked for cat. Is that dollar and cat Swissy, or is it dollar cat Swissy? Is it three different? Is it three different? Is it three different currencies, or is it dollar and then the currency per cat Swissy? Can you please enlighten me there? Current Swissy. I will take a look at that in 2 seconds. I just want Mr. Caden clarify 2 things, and I will get over it. So it's 5:30 a.m. That means that you are in Are you 1 hour earlier than New York then? Something like that. Because New York is supposed to be like what 8 a.m. now? New York time. Yeah. So that's like 3 hours before that. So that's like California Pacific. That's early, mate. That's early. Salute to you. Yeah. Can't it by itself. Okay. Absolutely nothing. So here it is. I am currently reading, books and whatever my teachings has been telling me over the years. This is the. I'm not trying to be very rude with you, but can I just say something? That price action is one of the worst price actions that I know because it just ranges forever, and then you can say that you can have a direction up or down, but it doesn't lead to any profits because this can range, and then you can break out like it did back in October. You can break out, but then it goes all the way back down again. So you are hitting stop losses, hitting stop losses, hitting stop losses. You kind of have to wait what happens to what kind of happened in November last year. As you can see, it's fall really hard, and then it's like you wait for the best opportunities. And this is an opportunity, and I'm like, good. Okay. I wish you the best. And a part of this election, when it comes to what Ivan wants you to do, not what do you want to do, but I want you to do is that I don't want you to trade this market. Okay? From one brother to another. I love you. So I just have that talk sometimes when I get like requests that I obviously see is like, I want you guys to have some kind of filter before you tell me something. I'm not angry at you. I'm not like, you are such a shitty trader. No, that's not me. But what I do tell you is I would like to trade it, though it's a great range thing. But I can't tell you what it is about. But yeah. So there's one other thing we need to discuss today. Was that China more and more is maybe getting involved in the Russia war with Ukraine, and then Putushenko, whatever that guy's called, was visiting China pretty high levels, president of Belarus, the illegally voted president of Belarus was visiting China. That's like, well, if they can get Chinese products into Belarus, which can open up a whole other line towards Ukraine, and then Russia has like mobilized like 500,000 troops or whatever. So it doesn't seem like the war is going to end anytime soon, which we're kind of used to by now. That it's kind of volatile, but it doesn't really affect the market. But it's still a factor. Now, Caden. I'm not going to ask how old you are, but I kind of want to. If you are, I don't know, bigger than 3 years old, I guess. Would you go to the dealership and be like, well, if I can go to the dealership and I can get a car costing $50,000, but it barely runs, like it's a crashed car, needs a new windshield, needs a new transmission, whatever. That's what I call those markets. It's never going to be the same again. If you have a crash car, the metal's never going to be the same again, and it's not going to save you by any means, by any chance. So with the current market, this is supposed to go down. Flat out, flat ass thing. And you're like wondering, but is it bearish? Technically. Yeah, it is. Why is it supposed to go down? Well, because we don't have indications that we are going to cut interest rates anytime soon, and that's the major leading one of the major leading costs to lay less profits by the market, by the stock market. But if we can get like a rate cut next year, and hopefully that will happen a bit sooner, then this one's gonna rally. The other thing is we're gonna have interest rate meeting anytime soon. So when you start seeing this one rise and leading up to Fed meeting 22nd of March, that's the time to take profit. Okay? If that happens. But most likely we're gonna fall. Why? Because we are gonna see a more hawkish Fed. Fed was a bit early to kind of reduce their language, and now they're gonna go back to hawkish again, being aggressively hawkish again. Okay, what does that lead to the stock market? What that leads to Nasdaq? What does that lead to Dow Jones? It means that it is not yet ready. But what happens in recessions if we're going to have a recession anytime soon? Because we're talking about that for a long time. What is that time? That is the time to pick your favorite stocks, favorite indices at the bottom, because then we're going to the moon. Well, obviously, how things is working nowadays is higher financing costs, higher interest rates lead to less profits, leads to a stagnant, not really growing stock market, maybe more like a range bound market, until we see a market, until we see a Fed, until we see economic indicators saying, hey, I think we're good to go. So recession might happen. Does that going to lead to a crash in the market? I don't think so. Why does Ivan not think so? Because I think it's gonna be a soft landing. Why do I think it's a soft landing? As of today, we still have employment, we still have demand, we still have money in the market, meaning that whatever we do as of current, we cannot take into consideration that we are going to have a crash in the market because it isn't there. It is not likely now. A recession can happen without a crash. You know that, right? It does need to be like crash and doom. What is going on? No. So, Nasdaq, S&P 500. If you want to put your money to it, fine. If you have a 10-year horizon, then you're, I think it was 100%, 90%, 9% chance you're going to be profitable. 10 years. If you're gonna add your money today and you're gonna take it out in 3 years, you're most likely gonna lose money. Okay? Sundadeep says China will not directly intervene in the Ukraine war. I think don't be sure. Don't be sure. Don't let that make. I'm not saying that China is bad. No. I'm only saying that there has been unwanted political changes in China lately. Though NATO is doing their part, so not that NATO is anything better. But we have to have it open. We have to have that door open. And what's that going to lead to? Dollar strength, euro falling. And what are we currently set us up to do? Exactly that. And if China, but I don't think China's ever going to announce it. I think it's just going to be a still, just same like Syria did, where they sent their drone things to Russia and it's been found in Ukraine. It just happens on the ground. Though China previously has been reluctant, they have been passive. I don't know, this week or last month or whatever it was, lately, they have tried to say, hey, this is a solution to agreement to end the war. So they have been on that rock, which is a good rock. I applaud them for that. But if they're going to support Russia military, or just give them raw material for them to keep producing, not that I ever supported the war or anything, but what I'm going to say next, but I think that's just going to extend the war more than anything else. You also have to remember here, people, that when it comes to, well, in terms of propaganda and everything, if you take the propaganda into consideration. Um, Russia has spent awful lot of military equipment in the Ukraine and lost it. Um, if there's going to be a global war, if that's the question, um, NATO's going to win. Slam dunk. If there's only Russia on the outside and not China, uh, in manpower, technology, how well they're trained, because NATO has been in a war for a long time and really trained their troops. And we saw how Russia didn't. They've also taken away their air fleet from Ukraine, mostly because Ukraine now has way better anti-air defense systems. So, to be honest, it's not the same anymore. Now it's just going to be a battle on the ground in the mud. Who has the most manpower? And Russia has more manpower. So, and then Ukraine creates better equipment. So it's a standstill, to be honest. So I don't want China to be there. I don't want Europe to be there. I don't want Russia to be there. I don't want war. Um, but that's just how things is right now. Yeah, yeah. That was So that was back up on seasonality, and it failed. Catsmissy failed. So what ifs? Hi, Evan. Hope you're well. Thank you for asking, but I'm not. I want to ask you about pound dollar for March. Let's go to seasonality there. Let's go. Public instruments. Pound dollar. So we say 2023. I wouldn't agree with that one, but yeah, we're supposed to be bearish until 19th of March. Bottom 19th of March, or 12th, 13th, sorry. Then we can go through some previous years of pound dollar and be like, hey man, does that really matter? Yes, it does matter. I beg your pardon. So that is, what did I say? 19th March, 13th. Yeah, I would say 13th is there. 14th, okay, fair enough. Though it fell because of the war, but fair enough. Let's see if there's any other years where that is applicable. That is 24th. What was I supposed to look at? 23rd, 19th, 2020. 20 there. Okay. Not really. Not really there, but fair enough. Wasn't too far off. I'm not going to care about 2020 because that's just a abnormal year anyways. And then that's 11th, 18th. Yeah, okay. So maybe not take that for cold fish. So, okay. So where are we now? We are in range. We're supposed to fall. What do we do then? Then we sell high, or continuation of trend. Hi, T. Did you get anything else, more information about the Norwegian trip, by the way? So it's supposed to be bearish, dollar bullish. And then I saw something this morning that was like this one about where was it? I can't remember. Was it maybe on Forex Live then or something? Okay, let's go for Forex Live. Where they talked about a depressive pound going into that one. Bailey further rate hikes may be appropriate, but nothing is decided. Yeah, and I remember that when Bank of England now comes out with their their monetary policy was it 23rd of March or something, give or take. They if they're cautious or like wondering, like maybe not, we are chill pill. Pound is going to fall. For those who are here today, I'm not asking you to give it a like, but fair enough. I'll give you information that you didn't know from before. I give you information that would, automatically, hopefully, give you a like, hit the like button. But is any one of you who's here for the first time? I just want to know: is anyone here for the first time? So I can introduce myself. If not, if you're all the same gang, that's okay. Hello, Swami. Long time no see. I am alive. I am not good, but I'm trying to be here with you guys. So if you feel like this content is not appropriate or not fun, sorry. I'm trying to get back into the game. Yes, facts. So my name is Evan. There it is. I'm Forex trader for 9 years. I don't claim to be a fame that I'm a great trader, but I think I'm profitable over time. There is some links somewhere to some kind of my FX book things, but I do fundamentals. First, second, and third seasonality works sometimes absolutely beautiful, but sometimes it's just shitty. But fantastic over time with seasonality. That's what I use, specific on dates. So I'm very tactical. I'm very specific about when I want to trade, which day of the year, which day of the month, which day of the week, what time is way more important and way more essence. I do use pivot points as targets, but it's subsequently just future support and resistance that is highlighted graphically more than anything else. Now, that is me. The thing is that I want you to leave from this live is always, not always, today is going to be, I believe in you. I think this is possible. I've been doing this for 9 years. I've been probably doing it for 3 years, for 10 soon. And it's not been easy. It's been failing every time. Well, for many years I've been failing. I've tried everything that is in the trading book that is there. Binary and algos and bot and account management and whatever money can buy, I have tried. Why does this thing buy? And why does this thing work? And I think the key to success is, one, to have someone that believes in you. And I believe in you. I believe in you, okay? I believe that you can do it. I believe most people can do it. Unless you're a nuthead. But, I don't think you are. Secondly, I did it. And I call myself a nuthead. So, good luck. Do better than me. I didn't have a mentor at the same time as you did. I tried for 3 years without a mentor. I've never had a mentor. So I just try things. So when I talk about things, which is like, why don't I even use RSI? Why do I even want this price 122.50? And why do I need to have a break of, why don't I want to have a break of this previous low? Because that's my previous experience, not because it's fantastic that it happens all the time. But when you look at reversal of trend, okay, you see that over time we do challenge these highs. And then we've continued to fall. And then you're wondering, but Ivan, why don't you just do that every single time if they're so perfect? Because, not always it does work out. And then mostly, when you look at the markets, it is as if they want to tell you a story. Okay, so I want to sell there, and I want to sell I kind of there, and also extension of that one. And you're wondering, but Ivan, why do you do that? Because I've tried it so many times, and I know that when we have a peak and we do low, we should come back up to kind of this level here. And that's not because I have made a physical low. That's just because Ivan is a fantastic trader, and it's because I've failed. It's because I've sold down here where people do sell now, or I've sold here and it went up to stop loss, and I'm like wondering what the heck happened. So spend all those years and time and effort to just make it simple. Test out whatever thing I say. Don't take my word for it. Take whatever your truth becomes. And if you like RSI, fine. But I'm not going to advocate for it because I never made it work. If you are going to do trend trading or whatever trading you're going to do, just come back with support, or just come back with statistics. Prove it on that piece of paper called his trading history that you're able to do it, and everything is okay. Good. I just want to discuss. And if you're wondering how to do it differently, I think through my, as you can see, mentorship is available. What is mentorship is about, actually? It's not about technical trading. It's not about, okay, I'm it, so what do we do now? No, it is not about that. Mentorship, if you could talk about anything you want, do you know what we actually talk about? Do you know what actually you need help with? One, to go through your trades. Two, someone to talk to. And it's 90% psychology. I mean, how do I overcome my fear? How do I stop greed? How do I stop FOMO? How do I stop entering too early? And if you enter pound dollar sell now, I'm going to grill you as good as a barbecue grill can grill you, because this is a terrible trade. Why don't you have patience? Oh, I don't. I thought it was a good trade. I thought it was a good trade. Okay, statistics. Statistics. Every time you're in this situation like now, are you profitable? And I said earlier, I want to see this high of 122.50 or 123. Why? Because you're supposed to sell high. You're supposed to sell a resistance. You're supposed to sell at the best price. Like, for example, if you go to the normal market, a food market, do you sell your tomatoes at 10, whatever that is? Send for $1 per tomato, but you can actually sell it at 10? Oh, it's kind. Brother got smoked on pound and euro yesterday. I'm sorry, but I see it. We need to have a talk, and that's what the question is about. And I'm trying to catch my 10,000 pips. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sell euro. I'm trying to sell the buy dollar. That's what I'm trying to do, mostly. But yeah, I'm just seeing the pullback on euro. I'm thinking that's a very fast pullback, but I still need to stay strong. We are going to go lower. Yeah, you were selling. Yeah, the thing is about why you got smoked yesterday. I don't know, Bram, but he should have left it out because it was target on Friday. It was very low in the cycle. So right now I'm just, wait. I hope this is not a high. To be honest, I hope this is not a high because I really want this to go a bit higher before falling. Okay, but those are the two items that we can do. Teddy, do you have any news about Europe, about Norway? Sorry, looking at that one. Okay, cool. Okay, okay, cool. Now I want you to go to Norway. Illinois is a beautiful country, by the way. And if you go west coast, mostly that's very beautiful. Takes a lot of time because a lot of windy roads and crossroads because of rock falls and whatever. But it's absolutely beautiful. East Coast, not so much. It's just farmland and farmers, and unless you like farming country. And then Oslo is kind of like big city skyscrapers, it's tall buildings, not skyscrapers. But yeah, that's all right. I'll look at it. I'll take the time. Okay, you haven't said it yet. I thought it was. I thought that was a notification from me, but it wasn't. Fine. Okay, cool. Moving over. If we have been dollar bullish for February for 2023, how has that actually been? Has it been great? January was horrible. No trades whatsoever. February, well, it went very quickly, very high, and then we fell off the chart, and then we are down there again. So the last 2 weeks has been kind of okay. There's some profits there. So hopefully March is going to give us something better. But we're still going to wait for our prices, wait for our price action, wait for our levels, and then we're going to take it, and then we're going to wait for what is going to happen next. Yeah, okay, cool. Good. New Zealand dollar, same thing. It comes back up as a rocket at this point, though. But I don't know why. But 62.50, 80, sorry, 63.60 is kind of the levels right now to look forward to sell on. S&P 500. I think it's going to fall. So if you want to buy it, sure. Long live the Queen. But I think it's just going to fall. And then I want 68.50 or 69.50 on Aussie, though we are a bit far away from that right now. Have two thoughts in your brain at the same time, meaning also think about weekly. Yen pairs are supposed to be bearish for March. We're a bit high. Aussie yen, it's a bit range. CAD yen looks to be peaking. That's great. Euro yen, I thought was peaking, but apparently not. Pound yen, there is people selling this one already. I think it's a bit early, but fair enough. Whatever you do, you. And New Zealand yen is a new high, so we can't sell it. So, yeah. USD yen is gone higher. Nobody's asked for okay, sorry. What kind of pairs do you want me to cover? Give me your round of pairs. Hashtag whatever pair you want me to cover and the direction you want me to take. And then we can go through a couple of ones before we eat some cake. So, okay, there's a delay, sorry. So what's the delay? So in the meantime, I'm waiting for the delay to catch up with you. I am currently using Blueberry Markets as my broker. Link is below if you want to join that together with me. Pretty fast, pretty good. I said that brokers are normally your friend, and this is the one that you can have most as friend, and not for American clients, but it's friendly enough. Was the minimum deposit 50, 100, something? Somewhere around there. But good spread. Why are you buying dollar? Labor market is too hot. CPI is too high. PCE is too high, or continues to be too high. Or was the other one the other day? Market is not cool enough as expected. Therefore, I've turned back to dollar bullishness, and we also have seasonality that dollar is supposed to be bullish in March. So those are kind of the reasons. Advice on five best trade to trade. I would say Australian US dollar, Euro USD, New Zealand USD, Aussie yen, New Zealand yen. That 5? Yeah, probably. Sell pound yen. Yeah. Okay. So Roxana, my beloved Roxana. I think I can say that one. Okay, Brian and you. Okay, so when we were last together, we were last together when we was here. Okay, so yeah, it's just that it's a bit peaky. So sure, keep your sal and then just add as we come higher, kind of a thing. 6480 on monthly. 164.80 weekly. We are absolutely doomed. It seems like. What about daily? Then yeah, tomorrow 6380. Yeah, doesn't mean that it should come up there. Just if it does, those are kind of your sell levels at this point. But we still have the Japanese risk and the new governor. That's all. So bearish so far. And then yeah, I don't have anything else than that to say. Other than whatever comes back up to sell it again. And target is weekly target, monthly target. So whatever that is. Yeah. Cool. All right. And then you can see that moving forward, it's actually upside. I didn't think we had upside here. I thought we had a downside, but okay, fine. Okay, that makes me a bit worried. I thought we were going to be bearish in March, but okay, fine. Whatevs. Thank you very much, Facts. Thank you guys very much for being here. If there's anything else you wanted me to talk to you about, use the Swiss C. Sorry, that was my bad. My bad. My bad. 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 I thought I had covered everything. My eyes might not be the best that is out there. I think this is going to go higher. Why? Because dollar strength. So 4 hour bullish. Can we go on to monthly? Can we go on to weekly bullish? Yeah, cool. I would agree with that. Cool. So, we already hit our central. There's a buy there. There's a buy there, and then there's a buy in the monthly. Central. So it's at the same price, 93 level. Yeah, 93 level is almost a blind trade if it ever comes down there, though. That's kind of the from 93 to 96. So just going to double check something here. March last year, you see how that one goes. 7th of March, boom. Yeah, just as you can see that, Mr. Who is it? Stefano? Yeah. That one, M2, way past that. Target hit on March 8th even. So pullback, that is Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday next week. Be very careful about Monday next week. Almost. Oh, if I was you, I would almost buy blind on Monday, but don't do it because I would do it. But yeah, upside. Euro try sell for a carry trade, odd one. James, it's as much as I would like to say something about that, I would not. The the Turkish lira market is crashed, dead. There is nobody who would like to supply the other side because Turkey is such what do you call it in English? SH. That there's nobody to take a trade. They have taken out liquidity because any institutional market would just sell Turkish lira. I don't know why you want to buy it, but you may have your reasons. But fundamentally, economically, it's a no show. It's a one-way street. So there's nobody wants to buy Turkish lira. Maybe you can, maybe you'll find a broker that can buy you Turkish lira, but it's gonna be extremely, I would imagine, to be very expensive. A lot of swap if you were to get anything at all. So that one, I do not advise anyone to go into, even though it looks like, oh, it looks like a fine currency pair to do. It's a dead market. Why? Because how Erdogan, the central bank, now there's also the earthquake, but economically, Turkish is dead. No investors wants to go into Turkey to give you a liquidity for that trade. So, and no, it's odd, but if you can find one, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But yes, that's what they want you to do. They want you to do carry trade, but go and ask institutional money if they have started to buy Turkish lira. That's when you can start yourself as well. How did analysis on the Aussie yen? Yes, it was a rangy, but still bullish. But I'm thinking this one should go lower. All right, I love your family. I miss you. I hope that you also join me on Bilberry markets. Um, and I hope that you open an account there. At least try them out on demo. And I hope that you see me whenever I'm live again. I'm gonna try to do better. I'm sorry, I'm letting you guys down. I will try to make a fundamental analysis course soon. I just need to do a lot of heck of a ton of research on it, and I'm already exhausted and not well. So until next time, peace, and I'll see you soon. No, Shike.